Going out and finding valuable sports cards might seem impossible for you, but it usually just requires a little bit of curiosity. And if you're really lucky, you might just come across something that completely blows you away. Buckle up. Let's go chasing. North Star Cafe in Columbus. You got to go check this place out. Even Matt said it was a good breakfast. So today we don't have anything planned, except we have a drive between Columbus and Paducah, Kentucky. And our job is to go find whatever sports cards we can. We have some small towns picked out. We're gonna go ask around the antique shops. We're gonna go see who the collectors are. We're gonna go see what we can uncover. And we're gonna show you how we do it. So come along for the ride. Oregonia, Ohio. Fort Ancient Trading Post and Antiques and Fort Ancient Trading Post in Oregonia, Ohio. Next to a cemetery, next to a YMCA campground. This can only be great. How are you? Is this all the sports cards you have?
No,
I've never walked into an antique shop and this quickly found vintage baseball cards.
there's some here for $2 a piece, and then there's some other stuff. There's a few higher price ones here. There's a few here that's a higher price stuff, but then I got whole counter boxes full of them over there.
Okay.
There's another good one there. That's Minoso.
Manny Minoso rookie.
52, yeah.
That looks really good, actually. He's pulling out vintage baseball cards. He's got the Manny Minoso rookie, and then he says, oh, we have pre-war cards over here. So we travel the United States and we look at card collections.
Oh, you did?
So we looked you up on Google and we saw the antique store. We got to stop in here and see.
Yeah.
And check that out. Let me go look. You got more over here, you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like
Are you going through some cards? You find anything good?
I'm just starting looking, so.
Nice. That's incredible. Did we just walk into a gold mine? And we came to the right spot. What are the odds of being in this small town and the only other customer in the antique store is also looking at baseball cards?
I got a stack over here. It's $8 each.
Okay.
And he's getting busy.
Oh, these are yours?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to grab them.
There's some old ones in here, some of the early tobacco cards.
How do you acquire these? Are just people bringing them in over time?
Just part of a big collection I've been working with from years ago.
Okay. This is the type of store that we go hunting for. It's got the grittiness of a old school antique shop. It smells like it. It feels like it. Everything about this is just perfect. What's your collecting style?
I just look for the older stuff.
Oh, nice.
Older baseball.
We can just put these up front.
Go over here? Okay.
There's $8 a piece. Don't pay attention to the price that's already on there.
Okay. Let me check out some stuff here.
And these $2 ones are mostly ones in rougher condition, you know.
I want to keep digging behind and see what the next thing is in the collection. So you bought a big collection and you've been piecing it out, slowly getting them out?
So going out.
How big was the collection you bought? Was it crazy?
Yeah, kind of like a lot of it newer stuff too, you know.
Oh, gotcha.
80s and 90s stuff.
Billy Graham, huh?
Yeah, I don't think it's the same one. But
It's not the preacher Billy Graham?
I don't think so.
Look at that. That's super cool. So how long you been running this shop?
Yeah, well, it's family business. We've been going since 1954.
1954.
Mm-hmm.
The shop's been open for over 70 years, passed through the family, and the owner, John, right now, has over 50 years of experience. This guy obviously knows what he's talking about. What's the most expensive thing you've ever had in the shop?
Well, I had a piece medal, but I didn't get the price for it, but it was a 1747, the first piece medals ever made in the U.S.
I know we typically chase sports collectibles, but I was curious. What the heck is a piece medal? Well,
These silver Indian piece medals were given out from 1797 to 1853, and they were presented to leaders of tribes as a sign of allegiance. This act did not begin in America, but it did become a major part of U.S. leadership, showing appreciation for American Indian policies. Anytime a major event took place, such as a treaty being signed, Indians visiting the capital, or U.S. officials visiting Indian territory, a silver piece medal was presented. So, how valuable are these? Well, the most expensive piece medal we could find on record was the 1801 Thomas Jefferson Majestic, which sold for $211,000 in 2012. But if you happen to stumble across any one of these incredible pieces of history, you're going to be pretty happy. Back to the show.
But anyway, I sold it for $450, but about 5 years later, they sold one on eBay for $103,000. So that was probably
Oh my
probably
goodness.
the most valuable thing we've had in the shop that I'm aware of. But I mean, I could have had other stuff I didn't even know about. Yeah.
What's the secret to staying in business for 70 years?
Hard work.
Hard work.
Yeah. Trying to get odd and unusual things that not everybody else has got.
Yeah. I mean, look at the condition of these. All the corners, the edges, everything looks great. The fronts and backs, everything looks so good. Can I look at the Kenneth Williams and the Aldi Zider? Can you just show me the backs? So I want to know, how much of the collection have you not gone through? Like,
It's mostly, like I say, newer stuff, but not very much old stuff.
all the old stuff's gone?
Tough stuff, yeah.
So
See, what did you want
look
to
at the Zider and let me look at the Kenneth Williams.
Okay.
So when you're pricing something like this, I heard you talking over there, you're a big condition guy, you know
Yeah, well,
what to look for.
yeah. I usually look them up on the internet and go by kind of what they ask, but I try to be competitive too, you know, so.
Yeah.
Uh,
Got it, man. Okay. We'll take those three for sure.
okay.
Anything else that we're missing? I mean, there's some cool stuff over here too, I guess, but like,
Books in there, you know, sports books.
we're driving all the way back to Kansas City, so I don't want to get too much stuff.
Yeah, well,
Smaller the better. Prices look pretty good. He's obviously done his research, but some of this pre-war stuff is really hard to comp it. I'm gonna pay a fair market price for it, but I'm gonna go send it into PSA and get graded. How'd you come out? Did you get some good stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. A lot of the guys I didn't hear of though, from way back.
Yeah. You a lot of collectors in the area? Is there a collector community? Not really.
Not very many people I know of anymore.
It's a dying hobby. These are comics from the 60s. This is the perfect era, but the condition's not great.
my son is staying in the room my grandpa used to use, and he opened the drawer and found a little bundle of those, so they haven't seen the light of day for 50 years until I put them out for sale.
Oh my goodness. The Civil War notes were sitting in his dad's desk drawer, and he pulls them out. I'm already seeing some stuff that's outside my element. Some of the pre-war, the Civil War stuff, that is right up Ben's alley. I'm gonna FaceTime him and see what he has to say about it. We know a big Civil War collector. He wants me to buy this stuff for him. So let me FaceTime him real quick. Are you interested in those dollar bills? Or-
Yeah, I love those. You know, it's really blurry. Maybe you could take a photo and send it to me.
Okay. Any questions you have on them? I'm standing next to the owner.
Yeah, I just love to see the backs.
Yeah, I'll take a shot of both of them.
They're definitely
Really, man, I love those. Those 41 rimfires are so beautiful.
Okay. I might snag a few for you.
Yeah, or I'd love all of them if you could. Okay, those are hard to find.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'll work on that for you.
All right, thanks.
All right. Yeah. Bye. Well, I guess we're buying those. He already.
Yeah.
What a friend we are. What a treat. Sometimes you walk into these shops and you don't know what type of owner you're going to get, what type of experience, but it felt more like we were walking through a museum the entire time. Not only did John want to sell us something like a good shop owner, but he was telling us the stories behind almost every piece in the store. He's got something special going here. So how do you balance putting in the store versus putting online? Like a Mickey Mantle, would you put in the store, or would you put it
I
on
saw a
there?
bunch of them out here, yeah.
Those currency notes, so good. I want them. Let me look at the Wild West while you're there. All of them for $69. That's what you're asking. First day issue cover. When is the first day issue? Is that when?
The first time they would use a certain stamp, issue what they call first day cover. It says first day of issue. They would usually have a picture or something on there that was related to it. So, and then stamp collectors like us.
Man, that is just so cool. Okay, I'll take them. Let's do it. So this is all Ben stuff. He's getting some a Civil War picture, some Civil War notes, rimfire bullets, a bullet in a tree or in wood. This is the perfect transaction. I mean, I got a stack of vintage cards for about $600, I think. Ben got a stack of stuff for $300, but you know, John's handwriting the receipt. We're both doing the math in our heads. This is like a blast from the past in its entirety. $314.91 for Ben. So this was actually an old church tucked away next to a beautiful old cemetery here in the mountains of Ohio, Oregonia, Fort Ancient Trading Post and Antiques. Come see John. He said he's restocking all the time. He knows this stuff. They've been around for 70 years. And he said the secret to success, hard work.
Raise your hand if you love the production quality of chasing cardboard. You better be raising that hand. Well, we are so blessed to have Matt Coleman filming and producing our beautiful episodes. Matt has spent the last 25 years in television and video production, working with some of the most recognizable brands in the world. He brings all of that experience into every episode that you watch, which is a huge win for all of us. But I got some really good news. If you're a business owner, marketing manager, or someone who knows their company needs better video production, Matt is always looking to add new clients to his portfolio. This is your chance to work with one of the best in the industry. If you're interested, click the Contact Matt link in the show notes, and Matt will get back to you ASAP. Back to the show.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Ty.
Hey, Ty.
You got like 2 minutes? Can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, you're fine.
Tell me about your dad. So I'm trying to figure out how old the collection goes back.
Almost 300,000 cards. I mean, they all go from probably, there might be a few 1950s, few 1960s, but it goes all the way up to new.
What does he want for everything? Where's his head at with all that stuff?
He thinks he's wanting around 70 to 75,000 for them all. And that's taking everything, all the autographs, all the memorabilia, everything.
You would have to have a mind-boggling collection at $70,000. I'll just tell you that. I mean, it's got to be top. It's got to be top names, not just quantity.
Oh, I know, and I tried telling this, but
Okay.
you know. So.
Okay.
But I mean, you're more welcome to come look at it and see what throw him a price. Who knows what it'll take?
For me, thinking it's 70 grand to go 3 hours out of the way, I would want to see something to lure me in. Quantity is not as important to me as quality right now. Well, let me, once we stop driving, I'll dig into the pictures again and just see how I feel about your dad's stuff, and I'll get back to you.
No problem.
It's a cool lead. Came in through Instagram. It happened to be a few hours from Paducah, where we're filming tomorrow. So I thought, man, maybe this is destiny. But it's hard to relay to people. Like, we don't want just tons of quantity. You gotta get us interested with quality. So we'll see if he texts me later. But as of right now, I think it's probably a pass.
Well, that collection was a pass, and we just keep driving looking to find the next good spot. But while we're driving, this is a great time to share an update from a previous episode. Back in episode 43, we met Jody, and we ended up buying his entire sports card shop.
Not much has been going on with my sports card world. I'm still collecting Top Stadium Club Gold Minute, so that's my big thing. I've been getting some of the bigger names graded. Hopefully I'll fill this up with Topps Gold Minute eventually. I never did get that Ohtani auto that I said I was going to get, but you know, that's okay. Maybe I'll get it one day. You are getting through it, buddy. I like it.
You see enough of this, right? You just get, get a good feel for it.
Carl Yastrzemski.
Boggs, Veritek, JD Drew, Kevin Youkilis.
I've been looking at buying some collections, but I just ultimately never did. I did run across one huge one, and I reached out to Ty and Matt, and they pretty much advised against it, which is probably the right advice, so I stayed away from it. So yeah, so everything's been good. I missed the cards you all got from me, but hopefully they went up for you, and you found something that was worth value in there, and
Jody's collection was a blast to go through, but after selling through everything, we only ended up making about 10% on the deal. But none of that matters because we walked away with a new friend in the transaction. Thanks so much, Jody. Anyways, back to the driving.
We're in Campbellsburg, Kentucky at Choctaw Gems Antique Store. They said we could film, so we're gonna take you in. So you're the owner then?
Yes.
How long you been the owner?
It's a family business. So
Okay.
My father died 16 years ago,
Okay.
and I already had my business.
Okay.
And I've been running it ever since I combined the two.
Lots of Indian stuff, you got furniture, you got some cool vintage sports stuff, Bengals and Cincinnati Reds. There's a wide range of things in this store. Sports. What sports stuff you got?
Sports stuff back there, you have the Bengals and
Cool.
you have jerseys too.
Okay.
Now the jerseys will be up there where the cases are, but all the rest is all. I kind of try to organize and
cool.
put all the sports stuff right here, and
Okay.
then the jerseys are up there at the end of those cases.
Awesome. All right, I'll take a look.
We've got some NASCAR stuff. We've got a little bit of basketball and baseball mostly,
Oh, cool.
but that's what is left, kind of like.
Oh, you're right. It has been picked through, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, as you go back, you're going to see everything.
You know, we're obviously here to look for sports cards. We're not seeing anything that sticks out to us. There's not a lot of inventory, but that's okay. We're gonna find something. What's the secret to staying in business so long in an antique store?
I will tell you, a mom and pop probably won't be in business today unless their inventory and their place of business is paid for. If it wasn't, we probably wouldn't because the way the economy is.
Yep.
And we are right off the interstate, but we're not, you know, there's nothing else off this exit.
Starting lineup, that's the entire Dream Team set. You don't see that too often. You see a lot of starting lineups. Not in great condition, probably not something I walk out with.
This was my hometown is why we
Okay.
focused here. We were in several malls, the Oxmoor Mall in Louisville.
Okay.
Back in the late 70s, early 80s.
Wow.
Before they redid it. And then we were in River Falls Mall.
This is the second antique store today where we found this family-oriented business. You got a long history with the dad, the grandpa involved, the child's taking the business over. You want to go off the beaten path and find stores like this. Got a Bulls pennant back here. That's cool. We got some old school pennants here. I see the Royals there. I'm gonna grab the Dodgers. They're in the World Series. These are things that you're not reselling. They're just going into my PC or I'm giving them to my boys. Yes, I'm bringing. Bring me back. I want to be president again. This is cool, man. We go upstairs and there's a huge selection of toys and kids stuff. This place really does have a wide variety of antique mall-oriented items.
Just to give you a little of the wild things we have here that are different than most places. This is a bone out of a raccoon. I'll let you.
You don't find that ever.
Now, raccoons, I mean, I'd rather be a raccoon than a bear. This is a bone out of a bear. That raccoon, being the size that it is compared to a bear, is pretty in doubt.
No kidding. Michelle, right? Michelle?
Michelle.
Michelle, go visit Michelle right now. Choctaw Gems.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Michelle. That was super fun. Normally, antique shops aren't like that. We got spoiled today with a couple fun ones. I walked out with some cool stuff. Let me show you real quick what I got if you didn't see it in the video. We got a 58 Hodges, which is awesome. We got a 52 Mini Minoso Rookie, the 52 Bowman. There's a little spot on the back, which is why it was 125 bucks, but I'm still gonna send this in to get graded. A 51 Billy Graham ringside. These are just cool. I mean, what do they say? It's not God's machine gun, as they call Billy Graham. A 48 Orville Grove Kellogg's card. And then we got some strip cards. We got the Kenneth Williams, we got the Art Nair, I think that's how you say it. And then we got an Ollie Zider, all cool cards. But the one I'm probably most excited about is the 61 First Day cover with the stamp. I'm gonna send this in to PSA to get authenticated. This is super cool. I'm just glad to walk away with this stuff. I paid like 10% off. It was all fair priced. I was loving and supporting John and what he's doing. I also grabbed Ben some stuff. Overall, just a fun day. Super glad you got to hang out with us. We're not gonna stop though. We're gonna try to go back at this tomorrow as we keep driving back to Kansas City and see if we can uncover some more of this stuff. Keep chasing.